Hello and welcome to Tech Talks with Madonna. My guest today is Google developer expert Hannah Olukoye. Hannah is based in Nairobi, Kenya, but will be relocating to Germany later this year. Hannah is a software engineer with mastery in developing versatile mobile applications on Android. She currently works with Taxfix as an engineering manager. Previously, she worked with Andela Kenya, partnering with companies like Acast, providing a user-facing apps for podcasts and micro eyes to develop a mobile using machine learning as its core functionality. So, hello and welcome to TikToks with Madonna. And today I'm joined by Anna. Hannah, I've known you from Twitter.
Yeah.
And we followed, we connected.
Yeah.
And then we are actually in a same group, same Kenyan Android engineers group, which is super awesome. And then we started talking. So please introduce yourself and tell us about you.
Wow. So maybe you should say what is not on Twitter anyway. But I'll start with what is on my bio on Twitter. I'm a GD Android now. It's been a long time of me planning to get this title, which is really nice.
Yeah.
I'm working right now as an engineering manager. Just started a new role.
Congrats.
Yeah. With a company called Taxfix. They're based in Germany.
Yeah.
And what else? I'm a mom of one. Turning 4 next month. So yeah, that's interesting. And yeah, generally all about Android. I love inspiring other women in tech because for me this journey has been a transition like ever since my campus days. So transitioning into tech has been something I've always wanted to help other women not go through the same challenges that I faced, and for them to just get better at being women in tech. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah.
And actually that brings me up to the next topic, which actually first I want to say congratulations for becoming a GD. I think you're the first
Kenyan
Android engineer GD.
Yeah, if you don't count you. Since you're in,
I'm not gonna count me because I feel like, well, you got it. You know, it's different situation, but congratulations on that. That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
Today we're in New York, which is awesome. How are you finding New York?
This is my second day here.
Your second day? Have you ever been to New York before?
Drove past because I landed at Newark.
Yeah.
So I just drove past New York just to look at how it looks like. Then I was going to New Jersey. So I didn't get to. I didn't get to.
Really? You should have. Oh,
yeah.
Man. Okay, then that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Either way, today we are at the Firebase Summit 2022. Yep. So have you touched anything on Firebase, their technologies? We actually do use Firebase at work through like Crashlytics and just monitoring our crashes.
Yeah.
So how about you?
So for me, I'm so happy to be here. I kept telling the Firebase GDs that this is something that I'm really happy about, because if I was an Android GDE, I definitely want to be Firebase GDE because I've used Firebase since like the very beginning stages where it only had the authentication bit. Like those are the main features: authentication and the Firebase storage, and that was it.
Yeah.
So I've seen all these features come to play. I've seen remote config, which is one of my favorite right now. I've seen the analytics tool coming to play, and A/B testing, which is also now what I'm getting to experience in the new company. The engineers in my team are working on it, and it's exciting. Firebase is good.
Wow, that is amazing. And also again, congratulations on your new job. That's pretty huge.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you another question. Yeah, you actually mentioned this before we even started talking, and you told me you're moving to Germany.
Yeah.
How is that like?
So that's interesting because I'm also in this space where I'm going to be relocating with my family, and it's a new experience. So and then it's a new job.
Yeah.
So I need to be able to have that delicate balance of how am I going to be able to still be effective at work and then also setting in a new country. But I'm really excited because the culture in the company that I'm working for right now, Taxfix, they embrace all those complexities. A lot of us have relocated from our countries. So it didn't feel like I'm the only one making the big move.
Yeah.
We're in this with all of a lot of the people in the team, which is nice.
Yeah, we're in this together.
So I get that support from them, and I'm getting support from the company as well. Yeah.
I actually went to Berlin
for the DroidCon.
Yes, and I think the community there is pretty nice. So I think you're in good hands.
Yeah.
Are you worried about how you're gonna be able to manage? Because I feel like this is something that happens a lot to us caregivers. If you're parents and you still have a very demanding career, like how do you balance it? Are you worried about that?
Yeah. So it's I keep saying the measure of scary and adventure is both at 50-50.
Yeah.
Because scary 50 because I won't have the same support system I've been having back at home.
Yeah.
From family and just having people who can help me like with house chores and things like that.
Yeah.
So going to Germany, I'm not sure how that will play out. It's a big worry for me.
Yeah.
But because I have this support system that already exists there, people from other cultures, yeah, they've told me that it will be okay. So
yeah, it will be okay. I think that's a very good thing to say, actually, and that's what I wanted to tell you too. It's going to be fine. Because as a mom too, I feel like it's gotten better over years when they grow up.
Yeah.
But of course, it's gonna get better.
Yeah.
Something else I wanted to ask you. I do want to ask you, what advice would you give to any woman pursuing a career in tech? And can you also tell us, I think you've touched on what you do day to day, but can you just touch up on a high level what you do and what you, like your title, just on a high level in tech side?
Yeah. So, and why also I mentioned in the beginning why I'm big about inspiring other women in tech.
Yeah.
So when you're making that transition and you're new, for example, you might have done, you're making that big leap from maybe your past career, which was something totally unrelated to tech.
Yeah.
And like for my personal example, I did actuarial science.
Oh,
so you come into a space where everyone is doing computer science or computer related courses, and you're not sure how else you'll fit in with the with the other people. So one advice I always say, look for a mentor. And how do you get a mentor? By being in the tech community spaces. That's how you can be able to get a mentor. People who are willing to help you out, to guide you. That really shortens the journey for you, I think. When you're all alone, you wouldn't know like what languages should I focus on. For example, what stack is important for me to know at this stage in my career and all that. So I would say that.
That's pretty cool. I love that. And actually, that also brings me to another topic on the same perspective. What do you wish to see with diversity and women representation in tech?
I want to see more. Like now I'm an engineering manager, and I'm sad to say only barely one woman in tech, right? Like woman engineer in my team. But I want to change that, as I'm saying. Like I want to feel that representation is there.
That's true.
And like so, even when I'm going to interviews, I'll be, specifically, let's say, looking for more women who sent in their applications just to balance that out in the team already.
That is a very good point, because I feel like it's the same with me too. I'm the only woman. It's unbelievable that that's how it is, but we definitely need to do something about that. And I'm very inspired by you. And actually, now that you've walked us through what you do and your journey and what you want to see in diversity, I'm wondering, you have encountered challenges before, right? How do you overcome challenges and obstacles in the tech world?
So challenges will always be there. I feel like there's no point where you'll feel like, okay, now I'm good at this. I don't need, I won't face any challenges. So one, apart from the getting the mentor, the other way I overcome challenges is by reading a lot. I think that's something people, you might say I'm not big on reading and stuff, but for me, I think reading a lot has helped me. When you read, you get that knowledge base of what you're working on, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think study, prepare, those are things that have helped me, like I'd say personally, get better at what I'm doing. And there's no shortcut to it. Like you can't just hope to one day be good at something if you don't put in the hard work. So
super cool. Now tell me something I want to know. I want to know, you've moved up from being a junior Android engineer to a senior Android engineer to now an engineering manager. How was your path like?
For sure, it wasn't straight. I always imagine it would be like you start here and end up here. There are times I have joined companies where I thought I'd be at a more senior role, but I had to start from the beginning, like from being like close to a junior engineer. Yet I had years of experience. Just because, for example, in this company, they were using a stack that I had not used before. They were using React Native. So I had to sit under someone like so that they show me. And for me, over the years, when I look back, I'm like, I don't think it was a point of where I felt like, oh, I'm going down in my role or my career path. For me, it was just a stepping ground to like, how can I be better at this? How can I get this more experience? And so yes, definitely I've gone through the internship phase, the junior phase, and the senior phase. And I really thought I would end up in the other phase of in the other part of principal engineer. But right now, since like I had this thought process of like if I end up engineering manager, I want to end up being either there's VP engineering, director of engineers.
Yeah.
So I want to change my path to that direction and see how it goes, because as in tech, there's no point where it's too late to come back and start over. And
That's true.
So I don't think like it's when I decide this, I can never become a CTO, principal engineer. I can always decide to start over and it's still fine. Yeah. So that's what I want to go right now. That's the direction I want to go.
Oh my God, that's a very good point. And I feel like that's defining for many women that look into how they can actually transition their careers.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're like, how do we actually do this? How do I move from, let's say, junior to senior? And I know there are also obstacles along the way too. It's not an easy, as you mentioned, an easy path. Yeah. And as a GD, you're also a Women Tech Makers ambassador, right?
No, not yet.
Not. Oh,
but
I actually thought you were.
I think I just attend a lot of Women Tech Makers events, but I've never signed up to be an ambassador.
Why not? You need to sign up. I think you definitely because I thought you were.
No,
because I think being an ambassador kind of like helps a lot. Also, spread the words, help out. You know, I am an ambassador.
Yeah.
I mean,
I attend a lot of those events, and I feel like I really enjoy the impact that Women Tech Makers does in the community.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say no to it. Yeah.
I do have a segment that I added, and I want to know what phone do you have and what watch do you have?
So there's, and that's something I've also noticed, like coming for this the GDE event, and like for the Firebase, a lot of GDs here have Pixel.
Oh, Pixel!
Yeah.
Okay. I have a phone.
Yeah. So everyone here like seems to have the Pixel, which is really.
Did you get the Pixel watch too?
No.
No.
This is a Fossil watch.
Okay.
A Fossil smartwatch.
Okay. Nice.
And so I've always wanted to get a Pixel, and I'm happy here so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Anna, thank you. It was so great. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing your name correctly.
Hannah,
because it has an H, not A. Because I have a friend called Anna, and then there's Anna, and then there's Hannah. So yours is Hannah.
Hannah, yeah.
Oh, it was so nice to talk to you, to meet you in States.
Thank you, Madonna.
Even though we come from the same country, Kenya.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Thank you very much. Watch out the entire episode on YouTube and listen to it through all the podcasts.
Subscribe.
Yes. Thank you very much.